things you cannot even imagine.
Hello. I don't think anybody can hear me. I don't see any audio moving. One moment
Oh,
to those
on
watching
like
us.
your OBS?
Yeah, I'm just asking. Can you hear us? I don't see my. There's no audio. Okay. Hold up. Something's happened with my OBS.
He says he can hear us though.
Oh,
Oh,
you can hear the players.
so so that means it is definitely just your OBS. So you just need to find what is it?
Okay. Everybody can
Yeah.
hear us? It's weird because the levels aren't moving on my OBS. Something's buggered. Oh, the countdown. Yeah, something's going on with that. Okay. Everybody can hear us? Awesome. We're back. We're back with Alien, our ongoing Alien campaign, the Frontier War. We have a new overlay, as you can see. Thank you to Friendon for putting this together for us right before the show. It looks amazing. You can see Friendon's logo that he designed for the squad on there now. Revolvers Irregulars. I love it. It's so good. Color version coming soon. You'll also notice, though, unfortunately, we have a spot that has opened up. We've killed our last River Bee. Evans had to step away for a few weeks, or if not the remainder of the campaign. So we will miss him and all of the River Bees. But I believe his plan is to play River Bee in every game going forward, not just Alien. I think his character in Call of Cthulhu is a River Bee. I could be wrong, but I believe it is. So there will be other River Bees and other streams in our future. But channel redemption to River Bee and NPC. So the talk was that I could just keep throwing River Bee NPCs in the game and killing them. So we can do that. So let's do the round tables here. Jen, welcome back.
Hi. It's another Sunday. More aliens to murder. Hi, I'm Jen Tendo on various places. Things have been calming down in terms of the games that I'm a part of. So I think this actually may. Oh no, I'm playing on Tuesday. I'm playing a first edition AD&D game on Tuesday as well. So that's all I'm really in. Tonight I'm playing Aradia, who is a previously Wayland Yutani commando, and she has an RPG that she's been allowed to fire once, I think, and murdered a bunch of people, a bunch of civvies. It was great.
It's up for debate if they're civvies. They were firing on you.
Yeah.
With an
That's
RPG.
true.
You returned fire.
They gave me an idea.
Yeah, less accuracy. You definitely were the better shot.
True.
I also believe that I'm going to take my katana and tape it to the front of my RPG like a really strange bayonet.
That'd be cool.
That's what I'm gonna do.
But that reminds me, poor Aradia is down a hand for one full day.
Yeah, she doesn't have
One-handed weapons for this big final standoff.
Yeah.
Good thing we have swords.
Yeah, I have a sword that I
was going to say, so your smart gun, unfortunately, is two-handed. But you could use I'm good with a what's it called, pulse rifle. But this trigger thing. Pulse rifle you can use. You can kind of like hold it in the crux of your arm and fire it.
Okay.
So that's cool.
Use someone else's.
You're not stuck with just like a pistol and a sword.
I'm going to use the corpse of one of the River Bees to hold up my RPG as I fire it.
I approve. Tyler, you're coming at us with a new character.
I sure am. I'm going to be playing a Private Lewis Green, and he's very green. He is like I would assume he's probably like just joined the Marines, and they're like, we need a medic for this team, get him out there, and he's like, okay. And it's gonna be he's a medic, same as Seth, because of course I love my hat that I have and I need to get all my lovely uses out of it. As for what I'm doing, this on Sundays, and then at the end of the month I'll be doing some good old Avatar Legends on my channel. That'll be fun. But yeah, you can. I'm what, foolish? No, I'm not foolish GM anymore. Right? I am fool of the DM is what I am now.
Watsy owns your soul now. Your DM. I'm kidding.
The
I'm kidding.
DM stands for Dream Master.
Oh,
Thank you
I
very
like
much.
that. Very nice. Very
Is this
nice.
some like Freddy 3?
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'm all about
the
this.
Dream
I'm
Warriors.
all about this. Oh my god, the Dream Warriors.
That's good. That's like the best one.
I would. Ooh,
It
That
is the best
was.
I
one.
would.
That was.
That'd be
I think so too. Yeah. That was
Yeah.
awesome.
Yes.
It's one thing
Yes.
everybody can agree on.
Okay, what's the best Halloween? 3. It's the only right answer. Season of the Witch. Come on now.
Season of the Witch was
Oh.
good.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
I don't think I've seen that one. I'll have to do a
Oh,
watch.
there's
I'm
no
a
Michael
one.
Myers in it.
I'm a oneer.
Many people. One's good, but
Me too. I'm one.
all right. Silver Shamrock. Bill, tell us about Clarence Revolver.
Hey, playing Lieutenant Clarence A.W. Revolver, currently the leader of our small troop, which is great if you like to shoot first and ask questions later, and bad if you disagree with that mentality. If I had to sum up the last session in one word, it would be acid. I took like 7 acid damage. I look like a melted candle.
I've never seen acid damage be as deadly or I want to say damaging, but effective. I've never seen it so effective in any Alien game I've been in or run. Usually it's a non-issue. The armor stops it. It don't roll high enough on the acid that it burns further than one round. But it messed this squad up. That's for sure.
I mean, first piece of action here is to loot our unfortunately dead comrade of his working armor, because not only did I lose 7 health, I burned through 3 of my armor. So
Yeah. It was good. We finally saw xenomorphs last week. Finally encountered xenomorphs, which was a lot of fun. Finally made that
And
appearance.
Seth got his sword kill in the water.
You did
Yeah,
on
yeah,
the
yeah.
flying fish or whatever they were called. I can't remember. But
Yeah.
you killed it. You got it, and you were waiting for that drink when you got back to the ship. Unfortunately,
Yeah, he did get the drink. It was acid.
it was acid. To the heart. All right, and last but not least, Aaron.
Hey, I'm Aaron. I am playing Lance Corporal Hiro Hanzo, a borderline sociopath who spent his entire life growing up in military schools where people were trying to beat the idea of right and wrong into his head. He is a firm believer in following orders to the letter. He will occasionally ask if it's a lawful order, but generally speaking, as long as Lieutenant Revolver gives him the order, he's going to take it. And he's fortunately been given the order to shoot first and ask questions later, which is really his wheelhouse. So he's excited to see how this week is going to pan out for him.
Yeah, you definitely took it to heart last week. So let's do the recap to talk about what happened. So you found yourselves at the top of the crashed ship. What's the name of it? Glory of the Proletariat. You had just breached the door. You're ready to go in, and then an older woman, appeared standing in the swamp behind you, and she kind of motioned and called you down. She was in late 60s, and she basically told you that get off the planet. There were talk that she took place fought during the Dog War. She didn't want your kind here, being the Colonial Marines. She didn't want the UPP here either. She's the one who tipped you off. There are UPP commandos heading to your position as well, and she just wants you all off planet, wants you all to die. Right? And then Revolver just said, okay, and this went on about his business. You guys went into the ship, into the breach. Here, I'll put you on there. We can kind of walk through it. So you made your way through the ship. You fought some swimming fish while you were there. They were nothing. They weren't a challenge for you. You found some cargo bays, some power loaders. You found that this is indeed a UPP ship that you're on, but it is carrying UA cryopods, which was big part of the mystery that we uncovered. Well, we don't know why they're there or how they got them. You were able to get power on at the power station to 3 rooms. And the rooms you picked correctly: the computer mainframe, the hypersleep bay, and the sensor maintenance bay. So first things first, you went to the hypersleep bay because that's where the cryopods you were looking for would be. There was a big giant hole in the wall. and you determined there was one pod missing, and that was probably the one you had found outside the week previous. It had fallen through that crack in the ship when it was crashing down. There were 3 that were still active. All the others were dead. The subjects in there were skeletons. They were dead. They were gone. Mr. Gannon insisted that you get them out of there, and that was your mission. There was an exchange there. I don't know what happened. He wanted to check on them. He wanted to look at them. One of the pods ended up opening, and a man came out. Did he say anything? Did he reveal anything? I don't remember at that point. Did he say anything? He had a face hugger on his face that he pulled off when he got up out of the cryopod.
The only thing I remember is you guys are psychos right before he got shot.
Yes.
Is that
Yeah.
Gannon?
No,
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 that's the other guy. Okay, so that happened. So then
He shouldn't have tried to run.
That's
Okay.
true.
Okay.
Shouldn't have tried to run, and I wouldn't have taken out his whole leg.
Yes.
Okay?
So
Uh-huh.
the whole troop headed north to the sensor maintenance bay. You ended up getting the sensor up and running, and you communicated back to your ship to come get you. You had the goods and to get you out of there. You continued on to the computer mainframe. What did we do in the computer mainframe? What was in that room? You fought... Oh,
A flight recorder.
the flight recorder. The other thing you were sent there to get. The flight recorder is in there. And that's when you were attacked by 2 xenomorphs. You had your first encounter. One was in the water with Revolver and jumped him. And the other was climbing like up on the wall and came down through a vent. It was up on the ceiling. I'm sorry, came down through a vent. And that's when poor Seth, ended up taking some acid. And when we rolled the damage, it was heart and it was fatal. Hanzo tried to save him, tried to stop it, but it wasn't enough. And the acid bled right through to his heart to beat its latest beat. Gannon then was going a little crazy and was like shouting orders not to shoot these things, not to kill them. This is why you're here. And is that when you shot him? You
First we killed the xenomorphs.
Killed the aliens.
You
first,
killed
yeah.
the xenomorphs. Yeah, the xenomorphs were dead.
He was mad at us.
Yeah.
I can't imagine why. And the best order I've gotten to give so far was Hanzo execute Gannon, which was done expeditiously.
With like 8 successes on his team.
That's true. I turned his head into a canoe. That is exactly what happened.
And then while you're chatting and trying to figure everything out, the male who ended up waking up out of the cryopod grabbed Gannon's PDAT, said, "You're nuts or you're crazy," and ran out of the room. And that's Aradia. I think you just cut him to pieces at that point and killed him.
No, shot him in the leg. He was
shot
still
him in the
alive.
leg. That's right. Aradia shot him in the leg.
Yeah, but he didn't feel so good later.
No.
No, then you threw him over your shoulder, didn't you? And then
Yeah.
that's when he gave birth to a chest burster.
Yeah.
Shot out of him. It went for Clarence's throat.
God.
And Clarence, with his crazy dodge skills, because he has 7 base dice in strength, avoided that. Also avoided 2 instant death rolls from the xenomorphs on him because of his dodge rolls, which was very impressive.
Acid.
Very impressive. Yeah, the acid got you, but the actual attack itself, you were able to parry and dodge, which is, again, I've never seen that many times a success on a xenomorph attack. Most people have guns. Most people do not attack xenomorphs with melee weapons. This is where
I learned why.
This is where you had the advantage.
I feel like my sword's probably not looking too good either.
Oh.
Yeah, you're gonna take Seth's sword.
Well, you can take Steph's sword, yeah.
Seth's sword, Seth's armor.
All right, so let's jump back in this. So we're gonna start with Tyler, your new character. What's your character's name? Liam?
Lewis Green.
Lewis. I'm gonna call you Liam. No, Lewis Green. So Lewis, your squad is also on the same ship. What was it? The Tambadan? What's it called? What's your ship called?
The Tampa now.
And you get called to get in a dropship immediately and get down there. You're being ordered down to basically help them fortify the area. It was rated up that there are UPP commandos en route. There are local guerrillas that are present. So you're being sent down there with your squad to just basically help them fortify the area until a dropship can cut through this canopy and get down there and get the cryopods out. Well, you're not being informed of the mission. You don't know what's going on. You just know there's Marines down there, right. And you're being sent down there to get them out. Your squad's not told about cryopods and flight recorders and things like that. You're especially
Got
a
you.
rookie like you. You're just like get down there and
Yeah,
help find your fellow Marines and help them.
they're basically hoping that I'll just be a meat shield.
Basically.
Yeah, and if not, I'll patch someone up because I know how to sew some wounds.
So you get your dropship and you get ready to head down. You're told that there is be prepared for engagement. There's MiGs. That's what shot down the last one. But you're being sent down there. You're also being sent down there with some barrels of QCT, just like the last ones that they're hoping to bring you down there. So your dropship's not going to be able to land. What they're hoping to do is they're hoping to just like basically cut a hole in that canopy and have you guys like rappel down to the floor below until they can get heavier support in there. You're just basically last minute get these I was going to call you soldiers, these Marines down on the ground, find your fellow Marines and help them survive. Sound good?
What's their last known location?
Your commanding officer says classified. You land
how are we
where you
supposed to
land.
find them?
I know where it is. It's need to know only.
Okay, let's go. You got it.
Oh boy. All right, so let's jump back then to our other Marines on the glory of the proletariat.
Now we're still in the bridge, right?
Yes, you haven't moved.
Okay. As I said earlier, first order of business is to get some armor on me and grab the sword, throw Seth over my shoulder, hand the flight recorder to Hanzo, and see if Aradia, do you have a pulse rifle?
That is a wonderful question.
If you don't, Seth had one.
You guys are just
Yeah,
gonna
I do
pillage
now.
Seth of all of his belongings.
do
My
now.
question for you, Jen, is being Seth's buddy, do you take his dog tags as
Yes,
like
I
a
do. I absolutely
I'm
yeah.
carrying your
Also-
whole body out of here.
Also,
Okay.
because I am super responsible for Seth's death. Like extremely
You
responsible
shot
for Seth's death.
you shot the xenomorph. That's
He pushed me out
it was
of the
your
way.
shot that
Yep.
sprayed
He
the
pushed me out
blood
of the
on.
way.
I
And then,
finally
yeah.
got my bodyguard talent to work. It's like,
No,
as it should have.
Dad. No.
Okay.
No.
That
The-
creature,
Yeah, so I
that
have-
creature also just skittered away back into the computer mainframe where you just came, where the water was. You got the flight recorder. You're fine with that? I think it just burst
Yeah,
into
we're
that man's
gonna-
chest. Okay.
We're gonna nuke this whole place, so it's fine.
Okay.
We're not going bug hunting anymore. We have a route out of here. We're gonna go lead right back to the area where we had the people in the pods.
So you're going
That's-
basically due south from your position right now.
Yeah, well, we're retracing the way we got here, but yeah, we're not gonna go exploring the ship full of, I'm sure, other great fun things to run into. We're gonna take the path we know.
I keep pinging where the token is. You can all see the token, right? And all that good stuff, because that's what we were using. We're doing like a little mini dungeon crawl with the map. I know you probably can't see it, Bill, but everybody else can see it. Or is your
So-
card cooperating with you this week?
I haven't bothered to look at seeing as
Okay.
how much trouble I had last time. So yeah, Seth over my shoulder, sword in my hand, Aradia, I guess, taking up the back, and Hanzo behind me. That work for you guys? Let's get to the pods and see if we can float those two pods out through that hole.
Did everybody take napper leave at the end of the last session? I can't remember. I think almost everybody did, didn't you? 'Cause
We've
we were
all
sitting on-
taken it, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay, so as you're heading southward down the hall, you head westwardly and you go back to the sensor maintenance bay, and everything seems to be in order while you're there. And as you're getting ready to head south, you can hear noises coming from back the way you came, the computer mainframe. You can hear like something scratching on metal, and you can hear skittering and just things back the way you came. But you're pressing on. You know what your mission is. Your mission was to get this flight recorder out of here and get any remaining cryo pods out.
Yep. The goal is to get right to the hypersleep bay.
As you're heading down the hallway, you're shining your light ahead, and you see a couple more of those ripples heading in your direction. Familiar ripples that you saw last time. The water is about waist deep at this point that you're wading through.
Hanzo will aim and take a shot at one of the ripples.
Okay, go ahead and roll for me, please. Running flatfish, that's what they're called.
Running flat.
A ripple skill. Oh, bang!
Let's roll some stress and see. Should be okay.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm fine.
I didn't hear that shotgun bang. There we go. I don't have the sound on. All right, so you shoot at this thing. Let me roll some armor. You fire at the water as these two ripples are coming at you rapidly. Fire, just you hear a popping noise and blood just kind of fills the water. Does anybody else want to shoot as these things are swimming at them?
It's coming from the front of us, right?
In front of you. So you're heading,
So I would,
they're coming the
yeah.
direction you're going. They're coming from
I'm mostly keeping up the rear and like keeping a look behind us, so I probably wouldn't fire.
Okay.
It's I'm there with my sword, so at the front.
All right, I'll let you swing before we go into initiative. Let you have one up because you see these things coming. So you want to swing?
Am I not moving? I'm staying still waiting for it.
What do you want to do? You tell me.
I would like to aim as well as use my heavy hitter.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it for me, please.
Well, that's going to give me a grand total with my katana skill of 6 bonus dice, Matt.
All right. Aaron just got a 6.
Oh,
You only get one success with that.
I'm glad I took him.
And you can't push it. All right, roll your stress. Oh, nervous twitch.
no.
Everybody, please go ahead and take a stress. So Aradia and Hanzo, take a stress. Because good old Lewis isn't there yet, so it doesn't get that stress. So you swing at this thing that comes at you. You just graze it, and then you can see it kind of like Clarence is like, how did I only glance this thing? He just kind of gets a little bit of a nervous twitch as it swims through his leg. So how much damage is that total? 2, right?
2.
Yeah, let's roll some armor for it. Oh, these things are terrible. Guess what? They only have 2 hit points. So even though you just glance it, you just kind of like slice through the side of this thing, and you're convinced that it's gonna come back around for another swing at you. But it just kind of goes dead in the water and starts to float. Remember, these big, like 2-meter long, they're almost like centipede or millipede looking creatures, and they're very, very long, very large, and it just kind of floats to the top.
All right, let's keep pushing.
With that, you hear a loud bang behind you, like something's been knocked over. Some equipment or metal object.
I was looking in that area behind us.
Do you want to make an observation roll?
Yeah, of course I do. I'm so observational. Oh, god damn it.
Are you sure you want to?
keeping it together.
I'm fine.
Yeah,
My
and you've got the
panic is
minus
still
2
not
to your
showing
rolls,
me.
too.
Yeah, so I can't change it though. It doesn't show me what my number is on my panic. I'm gonna click it so that I'm panicked. There we go. So I make it a 1 for my panic, and
We're
now
gonna
I
do-
will.
Oh, here we go. Private
It says
GM
I'm
roll.
panicked.
Because I
It's
don't want
fine.
you to see what I'm rolling here. So let's see. Okay, so that's you had no successes. Let me just roll something here.
Yeah, I've just got a face hugger, which likely means it's a face hugger.
Okay, cool. There we go. GM mystery roll. All right, cool.
I like
Yep,
that.
very, very good.
I don't like all
it.
this mystery.
back to public rolls for the GM. All right, so yeah, you don't see anything. Like all of a sudden, you spin around. I'm gonna say maybe when the fish was coming at Clarence, you turned around because he was like, "Oh shit," and he didn't think he had it. So you turned around and ready to shoot with your gun, and that's like for that split second. That's when you moved away, and something crashed, and something came tumbling down in the direction you came, and you swing back around, shine your light, and you just kind of see some ripples in the water, and that's it. Very good. Very good. Let's continue on south down the hallway. As you turn the corner, you remember there's a room on the north that you did not go into. But when you get back to the hypersleep bay, you notice the door is closed. And you distinctly remember leaving the door to this room open.
And I know that
the showers
aliens
and
hate
whatnot?
open doors.
That was the showers door?
No, this is the hypersleep bay.
Okay.
Lieutenant, I don't think we're alone in here anymore.
It doesn't appear so. We need through this door.
Locked.
So do you just want to enter?
Yeah,
what's
are
the
we
approach
able
here?
to... I mean, I have two people with very big guns behind me ready to go. So yeah, I'm going to open the door and I'm going to use Bones as a meat shield.
How much armor does my dead body give?
You're propping up Bones' body and charging into the room.
Oh my actual god.
Are you really? Is that what's happening?
I
here?
take so much offense to this moment because Bones was my buddy.
Oh dear lord.
He's not even wearing armor anymore. He's just...
So his naked body, his old naked man body.
It's
I'm
gotta
gonna
be.
note of-
It's got to be worth 2 points of cover. So
in order
I
to...
love Aaron.
going to
Like
need
it's
to
got to be 2
survive.
points. like negotiating, it's got to be 2 points at least.
Hey, before I do this, Matt, how long has it taken us to get here from the other place?
2 minutes?
Fair enough. Not
You've
long
gone
enough for
down
me
a
to get
single
health.
hallway. Are you wanting... You could hole up in a room. You know there's showers and toilets to the north if you want to go sit in that room for a little while and de-stress and heal. As you know, help is on the way. Do you want to go sit in a room somewhere?
What do you think? Do you guys want to take a breather in the showers and bathroom there?
Lieutenant, I'm concerned that if UPP commandos are on the way, they may be the ones that are taking our assets.
Agreed. Let's breach the door.
Hanzo goes into Overwatch.
Okay, you're just opening it.
Yeah, I mean, as quietly as I can, but yes.
So Hanzo steps back a few feet just in case the doors are going to explode.
I'm at the back, so I'm taking whatever shrapnel gets through all four
I mean,
of
does
us.
it-
So it's like 8
Does
points.
it look like there's any kind of bomb or anything
Make me an
arranged?
observation roll. There we go. That's what I was like. You want to roll anything here, or are you just charging in? All right, you look at the door with one success. Well, maybe you'll see one bomb. So you look at the door. You kind of go around the edges. You look at everything, and you don't see any signs of tampering. Doesn't appear to be rigged with a trap or bomb or anything like that, from what you can tell. But you definitely left it open when you left this area.
Lieutenant could always go back out through the airlock and approach the beach from the outside.
It's not a terrible idea. Yeah, I think I prefer that. You can't lock a door from that side, and they won't be able to see us coming as well.
Clear.
So the plan is to go.
Go out the door we
Outside
came in.
Okay. Tyler, let's head over to you. I don't want you to sit there quiet by yourself all session. So you're heading in, and it's hot. It is hairy. So there is lots and lots of interference going on in the skies here above the planet. Your ships and UPP ships, and you're trying to drop down in the middle of this. Thankfully, you have a pilot who's a little bit more competent than the last one. You also have some. You also have some jet fighters that are accompanying you. They're basically flying wingman to help ensure that your dropship, your Cheyenne dropship, gets down to the planet to get those Marines. This is a little unusual. You've never seen so much resources thrown at an operation such as this. But you're also green,
This is the
so
first operation I've ever seen.
yeah. So I'm gonna say maybe the other Marines in your squad are kind of like, this is unusual. We've never seen them like Blackguard. Everything is being thrown to get down to planet to ensure that this squad, Kilo Squad, gets off planet.
Those must be some pretty great Marines if we're putting in this much effort to get them back. Wow, I can't wait to save some heroes.
One of the Marines in your squad is like, keep it quiet, kid, and don't puke on the way down.
Okay, I'll try.
Oh, Clarence is already trying to hit you with his katana.
That was an accident, sorry.
All right, so you make your way down there. It is a bumpy ride. There is fire going off all around you. It's shaky, but your wingmen that you're setting down with do a good job of keep you on task. I want you to go ahead and roll me 3d6 because this is a hairy combat zone. There's a lot of resistance. We're gonna try and determine how close you're gonna be able to come in relation to where your target is.
I got a 2, a 5, and a 1.
We're gonna use the 8. So you're not too bad. You're gonna be 8 kilometers out. You're gonna be 8 kilometers to the north of their location. All you know is that there's a crashed ship. You're going there. You're meeting up with a squad of Marines, and you got to get them and their cargo out. On the way down, you are assaulted by a couple of UPP ships, and that's why your pilot's like, "We got to drop you here. I know it's not on target, but you're going down here." And that's when like a door slides open, and this big, massive Gatling gun comes out, and they just start shredding the canopy of the jungle open. Like just leaves and shit go flying everywhere. Birds fly out from the trees, and this gunner is just cutting you a hole. In relation, also the Vulcan cannon on the front of this thing is also just kind of like cutting the canopy open. And then your commanding officer turns to you, and it's like you're dropping in. You're rappelling down into the jungle, and it's time to go. Time to go,
Okay.
Green. Go ahead and make me a mobility roll on the way down, please.
You got it.
Oh yeah.
One success.
Oh
Yes.
yeah. You may have just come out of basic training, but you've taken those lessons that you've learned, and you rappel down into the jungle, even better than some of your squad mates. They're
It's just
cursing.
fresh
They're
in my
hitting some
head.
trees on the way down. One guy kind of gets tangled up. There's those weird vines that had almost like those eyeballs that followed the other group as they walked by. One guy gets too close and he starts kind of bugging out and freaking out as he's going down. He's like, "Oh shit!"
Oh,
But all in all, your squad makes it down to the jungle floor. It's quiet. It's too quiet. The commanding officer says, "We gotta head due south from here. That's where our targets are. We don't have any radio communication with them, so we gotta be cautious. I'm told that there are unfriendlies everywhere. We've got UPP activity and we've got local guerrillas that we need to be aware of. So when we make contact, we gotta do this by the book because we don't want to get our heads shot off, do we, Marines?"
no, we don't.
No.
Who wants some nap for leave? I saw you freaking out. Here you go.
Put that shit away. We don't need that yet.
You'll need it later.
It's the
You
local
bugged out from some
gorillas,
plants.
not gorillas. Gorillas in the mist. All right. So, what is it? Where are you march in relation to your squad? Are you kind of like in the middle? Where do you want to be? You tell me.
I'd say green would probably be in the middle. Yeah.
Okay. As
Yeah.
you're marching through the jungle, you hear all sorts of animals cawing and whooping and yelling, and you're kind of on edge. You hear stories. You've never fought a UPP. You've never even shot a man before in your life, let alone the enemy. The enemy.
True.
So you're a little on edge. Go ahead and make me an observation roll, please.
So it's the thing I am super good at.
Really?
I am. Yeah, that's the thing that the special thing about them is they had they shot a suicide bomber and they give them +1 observation skill, so they're a total of well, you'll see, it's a total of 6 dice. There we go, and 2
Wow,
successes.
look at that. So you're
It's
going
the
through,
glasses.
and your squad, they're kind of like making banter, small talk to one another, but they're staying relatively quiet. You're kind of like, your eyes are darting around everywhere. This is your first mission. You want to prove yourself. You're also a little, you'll never admit it to them, but you're a little maybe scared. Not scared. You're on edge. We'll say you're on edge. And that's when
Yeah,
you see
it's just-
some sort of figure or something kind of move nearby in the jungle, in the foliage to your right.
I tap the person in front of me, their shoulder, and do the eye point thing to what I saw.
Yeah, right away he turns around and says, "What, Lewis?"
And I go,
Or Green.
I'm like, there's someone over there. I just saw them. Yeah. Right?
Okay. What do you mean? Where? What?
I point to where I saw it stare it off to.
2 o'clock? Yeah. Yeah.
I
Okay.
what can I do with my oh, actually I got 2 successes observation. I can
Okay.
do I got
I'll tell you what. You see movement, and you swear you see a humanoid figure, kind of like crouched down in some foliage, because you got 2 successes.
are there more of
Appears
them
to be all
close
black.
by?
You see one, and it appears to be
One?
all dressed in all black.
I pointed out to the person in front of me, Private Red.
Red, green, yellow, blue, and orange. Your squad.
Red green show. Oh my! But yeah, I pointed up. I pointed out. I'm like, don't you see him? He's right there. He's crouched.
Yeah,
all black.
All right, you point it because you got 2 successes. He's like, "Oh shit, green's right. What do we do?"
Yeah.
And your command officer says, "Take cover and we shoot."
Okay.
So you kind of like, you're all kind of acting natural, but you keep moving. You're watching. You want to get behind like a tree or something, or what do you want to? As you prepare to shoot, what do you want to do? Want to get down on the ground?
Yeah. I would look for one of those IE
Vines
vine
with the eye
things.
that kind of follows you. Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully it will distract whoever starts looking at me.
Oh, okay. And so you guys kind of all hunkered down. You got to take a shot because this thing's going to realize right away that you see it. So do you want to shoot?
Yeah,
Let's
I'll
realize I
shoot.
still have masks and Nyarlathotep behind me. I'm going to change that quickly. So the alien.
Ooh, 1 success, 2 damage as I.
So you open fire. Cuts through the trees. The rest of your squad opens fire. Ah, they start yelling as they fire on this thing. Bear with me. I'm going to hide another roll. GM.
So
Prime.
many secrets. So many secrets, Matt.
So many secrets of this guy.
So many secrets.
Oh, no armor? What? How much damage did you do?
2.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you hit it. It's not dead. You hear someone scream out and shout something in an unfamiliar language to you.
Okay.
And firing is going to commence. We're going to break out into a firefight here.
Okay.
Bear with me. It appears you are surrounded.
Uh-oh, spaghetti.
Thanks for trying to rescue us.
I'm sure everything will be just fine.
Are we in wet environment right now?
You are in jungle environment.
Is that wet?
Yes. That's what-
Ghillie
Uh,
suit does apply.
It's very humid.
Cool.
Very
My poncho
wet.
gives me a +2 to stealth.
Well, they know where you are. You see
For now.
a man screams out. He kind of dashes away from where he was, and looks like he's wearing all black. But it is a man. It is a person. And we're gonna go into combat with your squad. Other group in the proletariat. You hear fire. All of a sudden, like multiple rounds just ring out north of your position.
Lieutenant, that's the distinctive sound of a Colonial Marines pulse rifle. It sounds like our reinforcements have been engaged with the enemy.
No time to go around. I'm going to crack this door and chuck a stun grenade into the room, and then we're going to breach.
Clear, sir.
Wow.
I
Okay.
love it.
Before we do Tyler's combat, where he loses his character. No, it's not gonna happen. Let's
He's
go
fine.
ahead. Let's go ahead and so you want to go in there? You just want to breach the room and you want to go through? We're gonna cut back to you guys.
Well, I'm going to crack the door, chuck
Yep.
a electromagnetic grenade in there,
Mm.
and then breach the door.
Ooh, okay. Yeah. So the door does open and close because this was one of the rooms you restored power to. So you hit the control, slides open. There's light just kind of spilling out into the dark hallway because the emergency lighting is on in here. And go ahead and toss your grenade in. Just go ahead and make me your roll for that to make sure you don't have any critical, like you don't have any failures or anything.
That is ranged combat, correct?
Yep.
Yes. Nice.
That's all I needed.
Okay. It goes off. Oh, I'm gonna do another hidden roll. This is great. Why do I not use these more often? There's a lot of like opposed stuff that's going on in this mission that we normally don't do, so that's why we're dealing with this. What is it? It is a -2 survival roll for your grenade, is that correct?
Stamina, I think.
Stamina, thank you.
1 second.
yeah.
Okay, you throw your grenade in, and you hear, oh, and the water kind of just lights up with this like, electromagnetic pulse and shock, and you can hear a guy kind of like just like intense pain behind one of the cryopods, and you hear like him fall over, and he's kind of like splashing in the water as he falls over, and this thing's shocking him.
And we breach the room, and yeah, bones in hand.
Making sure that this guy's not one of the people from the cryopods before we kill him.
You scan over the cryopods. The one is open. The other two are still closed. Their people are in them. So you want to do... This guy's down. He's down in the water. He's kind of convulsing and withering in pain. You come around the corner and you see a man, appears to be a man, in like a ghillie suit. And he's convulsing on the ground, screaming and withering in pain.
Hanzo shoots him.
All right, roll it.
I mean, those are my orders.
Those are your orders. You're not disobeying orders. Wow. You just shoot him.
Yep, I just shoot him.
It's a hit. Do we want to do the injury table here? No, let's get to the injury table. Oh, I made it private. You rolled a 33. Broken hand. Can't use his hand. So we're going to say you shoot him, and because he's like splashing around and convulsing in the water, you hit him right in the hand. The bullet goes right through, and it's rendered useless.
Lieutenant, he will not be able to fire a weapon.
Should probably remove weapons from him. Does he look UPP, or is he a native?
He looks to be about a man in his mid-50s, and he appears to be of the same, probably with the guerrillas, like of their group.
Let's not kill this one. We're going to bring him out, and yeah, we're going to try and use him as a bargaining chip to get some of the guerrillas to help us from getting this place nuked while we're on it.
Sir, yes, sir.
Oh, very nice. Jen, you've got a free 6 also down the road. Okay, so you've got this guy. You're taking him prisoner. You're tying him up. What are you doing? He's speaking out the language. You don't.
I pull out the duct tape, and I duct tape his biceps and wrists together.
Was he armed, aimed at the door?
You don't know. The grenade went off, and he just dropped. You didn't see him. You didn't see him.
Fair enough. Does he have a weapon
like, this
of any
guy's
sort?
made for stealth. Like, he's wearing a ghillie suit. He's kind of like covered in black. Like, he appears to be stealth. He has no guns on him. What he's actually carrying, also, are 2 serrated blades.
My kind of guy.
Yeah, I know. 2 serrated combat knives, 4 razor blades, an emergency rebreather mask, and an improvised ghillie suit. So this guy is like pure stealth.
I'm going to ask him, once he's, not doing the funky chicken on the floor, we're going to try and keep his head out of the water as well, because he won't be very useful if he drowns.
Sure.
Do you speak English?
Yeah, he just glares at you. He doesn't answer.
Let's pretend that answering this question will be whether or not you have a use to me. Do you speak English?
Do you want to roll command or manipulation or?
Yeah, because my command is so good.
There's no intimidate in here.
I think manipulate falls under intimidate from what I've seen,
Manipulate them.
but I'm not sure. But either way. Ooh.
All right.
It's opposed. Bear with me. Yeah. So what did you say to him? Pretend like this. Your life depends on this?
Pretend like the question I'm asking you will literally your life depends on the answer.
Yeah. So he just goes yes in English. That's because you asked him, "Do you speak English?" Yes.
So here's the thing. I just sent a command up to our starship in space with the instructions that we get these 2 pods off of the planet and inform them we have enemy commandos on the way. There will be a tactical nuclear weapon coming down if we are not able to secure these pods. I got to tell you, my commanders do not care about your planet or any of you on it. Could you please go and get in touch with whoever you have out in those woods and try and slow down the UPP for us?
He says, "Give me the flight recorder."
Not a chance.
I'm not helping you.
Hanzo?
Okay, I want to say he's tied up. You can execution tell it, but don't you? Is that coup de grace?
Yeah.
In this instance, you need to fail a empathy roll.
I do not.
And you, that's
because
right.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. All right, so just bang, like
Yeah.
sidearm.
yeah, I'm merciless. I just go.
Or do you want to use your? Do you want to use your new katana?
Oh, I guess that would make. Yeah, so that would make Revolver happy. So he just takes the katana out, levers it against the guy's throats. One quick slice, points the head away, gets a good cut, wipes the blade, sheaths it.
Comes good use.
Let's
coup de
load
grace.
the body into one of the pods that is stuck underwater.
Yeah, you can easily do it.
Hide
You
him
can
a little bit.
Attach the pod. You want to float it out. You want to float out through the crack. That's the plan.
Well, yeah, well, no, we're gonna hide his body in one of the.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
And then, yeah, we're gonna float the other 2 out.
Okay. Oh, okay. Hide the body. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Just go ahead and make me a heavy machinery roll. Just one, just for detaching the two cryopods. Okay, you do it. Success.
Ooh.
Just one roll. Go ahead and roll me your stress. Start to tremble. All agility rolls become -2 until your panic stops.
How long does the panic last?
Someone can try and snap you out of it. Hanzo or Aradia can use command to try and break you out of this.
Technically, I'm not in the room because I wasn't ordered to be in the room, so I'm standing outside of it.
Aradia, get in here.
Hanzo,
I'm following orders, so.
Hanzo goes, Aradia, the lieutenant, I needs a talking to, and whatever I'd have to say to him would make things better.
Are we technically in a safe area now?
No, you just had like a stealth fighter in this room.
I can-
If you successfully command him, that'll break him out of his panic. But I've only got 2 dice.
Yeah, I
Empathy.
have three.
Hey!
So we'll see.
You know what? Jen and Aaron both have automatic successes that have been given.
That's
to
right.
them. You both have a
spend.
6.
I'll spend my 6 to succeed at a command roll.
Well, I mean, do the roll first, and then.
Oh yeah, good point.
Good point.
We'll see how it goes.
Oh, you're good. You keep your success.
Holy
so,
crap.
what do you?
All
You
right.
walk over to him. How do you snap?
I go, Lieutenant Revolver. We got this. They're irrelevant. It's just us.
Thanks for the gut check.
Take us home, Lieutenant.
All right, let's get these pods out of here.
Okay, so you free them. Aradia, you're now in the room. I'm hoping you got the order to come in here because they're getting ready to float these pods out through the big giant crack in the hull.
Or
through the
I live
water.
here now. And
You
this
live
is
in
where
the
I
hallway?
live.
Oh, yeah.
Waist deep in
I have
water.
a 6, so I can live here for at least one more attack.
Aradia, please cover us.
Covering.
So float the pods out through the crack in the hull. And is the plan then now to get them up on top of the ship?
I mean, that would
That's
be
submerged, or or you want to get to the shore? Remember, there's like a big embankment that you had to climb up. Can't remember how many meters it was up. It was very steep, and it was all mud that you had to climb up here. You could slide them down easily.
Do we know which way the UPP are coming from? I think we
No
were told
clue.
north.
You hear shots to the north. That might be them.
I thought we were told earlier, but that's okay. Let's get the pods over to the side of the bank and try to use the bank as cover and hope that the people coming from the north are on our side and not.
So you want to be up high because the bank kind of goes like straight down, and you're in swamps. You want to kind of like use that swamp and the high ground to shoot down.
Yes.
Is that the idea?
The game plan, yeah.
Cool. All right, so you're gonna float those out, and let's jump back over to Tyler and his combat and see if he even survives his first encounter. I won't kill you, Tyler. Don't worry. All right, so pop out the combat tracker there on the right-hand side, the little hand with the right mouse button, and you can roll your. Actually, I'm gonna give all your guys just one. You're not Blackguard. I know it says Blackguard Commando. I just needed to use a pre-made Marine, and I kind of altered the Blackguard and used them to be your squad. So you're not with a bunch of Blackguard Commandos. That would be pretty sweet, though, wouldn't it?
Be wild.
Be wild.
You only have one on this planet.
Okay, so in the initiative order, let's begin combat here. These soldiers that are surrounding you are going to get to go first, and there seems to be movement all around you.
I see them now.
Yeah,
wow.
they're blending in with the bushes.
Those are great tokens.
I can't take credit. I found them online. I didn't. I can't take credit for those, Tyler. All right, the first one's going to shoot at the closest Marine. Oh, that's a hit. So all of a sudden, fire and movement just kind of like erupt all around you. You can hear them shouting in another language. You don't know what it is. You're kind of like, what's going on? And the guy to your left gets clipped by fire. Let's roll his armor here. Oh my god, no. He takes all of it. He takes 3 points of damage. Oh, I'm hit! Anarchy is breaking out around you. Then all of a sudden, one to the north fires. And they're gonna fire down. Ooh, they're gonna. It's a choice of 1 to 2 is you, 3 to 4 is the other guy. Oh, they're gonna shoot at green.
This makes sense.
One hit. Roll that armor, green.
Let's see how it goes. Hey,
protected. And you're kind of like, you're getting your weapon ready, you're getting prepped, and all of a sudden, ping, like a round just like glances off your arm. When you look at it, you're like, holy shit.
I'm like, oh, my first shot.
There's another one in the bushes near you. He's gonna shoot the one to the north of you. Oh wow, these guys are getting good rolls. How come I never roll that good? All right. His armor stops a point of it, and finally the last one's gonna shoot at the one to the south of you, and he misses.
Ooh.
So now it goes to your squad. Let's just go through this as quickly as possible.
Yeah, just do 4 shots. Yeah. Nice.
All right. So.
Okay.
So,
nice.
Bunch of shots. They all hit a target. These guys are not wearing armor. So you just hear all around you as these guys get hit. The one to the north, the one that you saw initially, that's the one that opened fire, or you shot at and hit previously, drops dead.
Good. I'm like, oh, that's an assist.
That is an assist. All right, now it's over to you. So you see there are guys in the bushes.
All right.
There.
I see this guy I'm going to shoot on this guy over here. Yeah.
The one
on the right.
Out to the right. Okay.
And I will aim which gives me a +2.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, let's get her done. Nice. 2 successes, 3 points of damage
3 points of damage.
in total. Yeah.
All right. All of you over the proletariat are just hearing like an all-out firefight happening to the north of you. Gunshots are ringing out.
Does this guy drop? They got hit previously, I think.
Yep, he drops down.
Ooh.
Ah, confirmed kill. So you just
Yeah.
slump over into the bush.
Green is like, whoa, I did it.
So there's 2 left, and they are actually. Oh, they're both trying to make mobility rolls to escape. So all of a sudden, you see both of them just turn and start to run in opposite directions. Like the direction they're in. So one's to the west, he just books at the west. The other one's kind of like at the southeast. He just starts running away from you in the southeasterly direction. What do you want to do? I'm gonna pop it over to you and your squad.
Well, if they're running away, one of my boys got hurt, so can I
Yeah.
medic him up?
Sure. Minute.
Yeah,
So I'm
start
gonna
banding
leave
them
I
up.
know you're not the commanding officer, but I'm gonna leave it up to you if your squad's gonna break off after one of them or one of the guys gets sent off. You tell me what your commanding officer is gonna do. You want to split
They
your squad
totally-
up? You want to
I think
stay
that
on
the-
target with your mission?
I think the one that I'm fixing up would stick with me, and then the other would go chase after.
So 2, and then okay.
So I have someone with me essentially, and I'll do my. I'm gonna push it.
So you 2 of you are remaining together, and one's going west and one's going southeast. Your commanding officer is saying, "Go follow them."
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Bold man.
And I'm like, how you feeling now? You got all what's that? What here's
Oh, much better now. Thanks, Green. Listen,
good.
while those 2 go track down our targets, we got to move on to our mission.
Yes.
Do
Let's
so.
go.
Good job.
I'll
back
keep an
there
eye out.
seeing those insurgents attack us.
Oh, it's the new
Well, yeah.
glasses. You know, that's why I joined.
Yeah.
Great healthcare.
General issue. GI Green over here. All right, so you guys continue on south. Let's cut back to the other crew at the proletariat. So
Ooh.
you're pushing
Oof.
these things through the crack in the hull. They're kind of like floating on the water. The 3 of you are working together, and you get them outside, and you get to the embankment. You're standing in the swamp. The swamp's like, I'm gonna say, up to your chest. It's really deep. It's really mucky. You're looking around. You're darting around. You see ripples every once in a while in the water. Do you remember those little crustaceans that also
Yeah.
kind of swam up your clothes? Those things are kind of like floating around, going around everywhere. You can feel them kind of like going into your shirt, and you kind of heebie-jeebie, squirmy feeling as they swim in and out and around you, kind of brush up against your arm as you're going.
Are we able to get to the bank?
Yeah, you're able to get to the bank. Go ahead and make me an observation roll. All of you make me observation rolls. No!
Should I as well?
No, not you.
Or no? Okay, that's what I thought. Don't want to waste my good rolls.
So where the opening is on the ship, you're going to be facing southwardly of your position, and so that means, Tyler, you're coming from the north. So they're not watching your position unless you all want to break up and watch different directions. But the ship is huge. I'm going to show you a map as well that I have for your group. I took the map from the book for the crashed site. So the wreck is right in the middle. Jen, I used the logo for the irregulars for you because you still don't have a token image, and I felt bad with you always using that like generic Foundry image. So you've got the irregulars logo as your token now. So you've got the wreck dead center in the middle of this swamp, and like it's submerged, and the crack is on the south side of it here, somewhere in the hull. Tyler, you're going to be coming from the north, and you've got jungle and water and everything around you. So what's the idea?
Yeah, maybe we should try and get on top of the thing. What do you...
See how the mud bank is So you can go to like the edge of the mud bank, which basically goes like straight down, and you can look down at the jungle around you. But yeah, you could climb to the top of the ship. You're gonna have to get the cryopods up there.
Is there a path to get up to the top of the ship that doesn't
You
involve,
could
you know,
you could
killing
clamber. So
ourselves?
so remember the foliage is so thick here, it kind of is like overgrows within days. So there are vines and things kind of crawling and growing all over the wreck that you could use it for footing and handholds to get up there. It might be a little difficult though to get those cryopods up there. You're gonna have to make a roll or two to get them, or maybe tie them onto something and heave them up. That's gonna be the difficult part.
Yeah, we'll let's try and get them on top of the wreck. Let's see if we can heave them up with a rope.
So do you all have yeah, you all have ropes? Anyway, we made observation rolls. So Hanzo, Clarence is starting to order all of you, get some rope, get some vines, tie these things up, we're going on top. You're scanning the area like a good sniper would. And you see down at the bottom of the mud bank, on the edge of the forest, near that crashed cryopod that you encountered previously before you went in there, you see the old woman just standing there and watching you, observing, hands behind her back, watching everything you do.
Lieutenant, and the indigenous woman who spoke with us earlier has eyes on our activities.
Wave her over, I'll talk to her. You two keep working on getting them things up top while I talk.
Sir, yes, sir.
I'll come over to do the heaving.
Throwing up?
Yes.
Thanks for the raid queue times. Very much appreciated. Lots of fun running Alien with you a little while back. Thanks for joining us. It's good to have you here. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're not going to like roll for making rope or anything like that, but let's make a strength roller here too. So you and Aradia are working together. So I'll let the two of you, we'll make one roll, and Aradia you can take an assist die. I know you have what, 7 strength? Whoever has a high strength, I'm assuming is going to do this roll. Who has the higher strength between the two of you?
My strength is only 3.
Mine's higher than that.
No,
Okay.
it's Aradia and Revolver who are going to do this.
Oh yeah, mine's 7.
7. What's yours, Aradia?
Mine's 5.
5. Okay. So you can take a bonus die from Aradia, Clarence. I'm assuming you're the one who wants to roll this, or Aradia can roll it, whoever you want, but you have more dice. And the two of you work together to heave this thing and pull this thing up the wreckage. Each of these cryopods. Go ahead and make me a stress roll. Oh! All right, so you start to do this. You get up on top of the ship. You're going to get both cryopods up. You and Aradia get to the top. Hanzo, you're still kind of down there, and you're motioning that old woman to come up. You want to make communication. You get up top. You get up top, Clarence, and
Yep.
you see in the bushes to the north, you see movement. You see movement, you see... you don't know what. But you see that there's also... So, you know, she's to the south of you, and you've got movement to the north, and you just kind of stand there and freeze. You know you're surrounded, and you're out in the open on top of this wreckage of this ship.
I'm
Aradia,
hoping there's a little bit of cover up there.
Aradia, you get 1 stress from his freeze. Okay. The old woman. So you motion, you like wave, or do you yell down to her? What do you want to do, Hanzo, to get her attention to come up there?
I give her the eyes on, and I'm like, come forward. Yeah, hand motions. I'm keeping noise
Sure.
discipline.
She's got her arms behind her back, just folded, like she's standing there nonchalantly, not offensive. She doesn't have a gun slung on her anywhere, showing it's not one on her shoulder. She doesn't have a sidearm, and she just shakes her head. And like that, with that, she shakes her head, and all of a sudden the bushes just kind of start moving all around her, and you see more of these gorillas that you encountered earlier in the jungle, just kind of like fan the area around her. There's probably at least 8, just at first glance, all around, and she just shakes her head no, and she's watching all of you, and they all have their guns trained up at you. No one's firing, but they are trained.
Lieutenant, we have minimum 8 hostiles on the south embankment. Weapons aimed. They have not engaged. The woman refuses to communicate. Orders.
Let's give it 10 minutes sitting up here. Let's catch our breath a little bit. This is probably the safest we've been in forever. And then I'm gonna go walk over.
You're gonna slide down the mud bank?
Yeah, I'm gonna go approach her.
I was not expecting this. Okay, so you're sliding down, completely cutting yourself off from the squad. You're telling Aradia and Hanzo to stay up there with the cryopods?
Absolutely.
I've got extreme range on my sniper rifle, so I'm covering his every move.
All right, you slide down, and she's just standing there. She's standing there, and like guns just kind of like follow. Like a number of the guns kind of follow you. Others are still trained up on Aradia. And,
Oh, by the way, we're using the cryopods. That's cover.
Okay, you're down behind those. Okay, gotcha.
Oh yeah.
And I'm gonna say, Aradia, that's how you got your pulse rifles propped up on one of those due to your bad hand. And you walk
Am I
over.
ready to fire at something? Is that I can't really shoot from that long range, so
You got long range on a pulse rifle, but you don't have extreme like old Hanzo does there. Yeah, you approach her. And as you get closer, she says, "Hand over the flight recorder."
I didn't bring that with me. That's not coming. Why would I bring anything like that?
You're not leaving the planet then. Give us the flight recorder, otherwise you don't leave.
So, if I don't go with that flight recorder, they're going to tactically nuke this entire area. By the way, I owe you an apology. Your black beast was real. It's dead now, but it killed 2 of ours.
I told you.
There were 2 of them in there.
I told you not to go in there, and I told you there was nothing of use.
You're not wrong, but I was told to go in there, and this is literally what I do as a job, so...
Give me that flight recorder, and we'll do away with the UPP. And you can leave the planet, and we won't harm you.
See, there's an issue there. Why do you need the flight recorder?
Doesn't matter.
So if I try and take that... If I don't come with that flight recorder, they are going to tactically nuke this entire area.
I don't believe you. There's the information on that ship is too important to your 2 governments. She points to the cryopod next to her. This is one of yours. That ship's one of theirs.
You're not wrong. I'm going to go converse with my team.
She before you leave, she asks you she kind of asks you some questions. She goes, "What is deep void?"
Over my pay grade, ma'am.
Interesting. You know those things in that ship? Those are weapons.
Yeah, I'm assuming she can see how badly burned I am.
Yeah, your face. You said your face is all scarred, right? From this,
Yep.
You're just an ugly bastard now.
Yeah, they're even when they're dying, they're not fun to kill.
She says, "Are you part of Life Force?"
I have no idea what that is either, ma'am. It sounds like you might have more information than I do.
She seems kind of shocked that she knows more than you do. She goes, "Give me that flight recorder, and we'll protect you." I have eyes right now on the UPP. They're coming on your position as we speak.
I can tell you that we will not be able to give you the flight recorder. And if that means having to fight the UPP as the 3 of us, it's a risk we're going to have to take.
We'll just kill you for it, and the UPP will help us.
Oh,
She
permission to
stands
go
there.
talk to my compatriots.
Yeah, she just stands there. She doesn't move. She doesn't flinch. She doesn't...
If she's not talking, I'm going to turn around and walk away.
Sure. You told her you didn't have it on you, so she believes you. She says she has no reason not to believe you. They don't open fire on you or anything. Tyler, let's jump over to you. What else is going on?
Sure.
She forgot to bring up all that fire that was going on to the north that everybody heard. Also, when they cut the canopy open, the jungle canopy open with their guns. Tyler, go ahead. There's just the two of you. Roll me 2d6, please.
Can I roll stealth first?
Yeah, of course. This has nothing to do with that, but just 2d6 on.
Sure.
On your own.
Okay, I'll do that. 2d6. There we go. Got a 2 and a 3, total
Okay.
5.
One of the two squad mates comes back
Oh,
while as you're moving. He comes back. What the hell's going on? What happened? I lost him. I couldn't get him. I lost eyes on him. He got away from me.
well, we're just making our way forward. You need any bruises or cuts patched up?
Don't touch
How
me.
you
please.
doing?
Don't touch me.
Oh god, jeez. All right, all right. Well, I'm just gonna stealth here.
Okay, so you just like all of a sudden blend into the bush. Your ghillie suit.
I just put up the hood of the poncho, and I'm like, all right, and I'm like,
Okay, so you
So
kind of blend into
sneaky.
your surroundings. So your CO goes, go up there and scout out what's going on.
got it.
So you just kind of blend in, and you just start slinking forward through the jungle, through the mucky, mossy jungle floor. And
Yeah.
as you're moving forward, you make out a couple of shapes. And you get a little closer, and you swear it sounds like they're talking. But it sounds like they're not speaking English. It sounds like they're speaking Russian. And you count 4 of them, and they don't know you're there. Right in front of you. You see 4 UPP heavily armed commandos in front of you.
What am I supposed to do against all of them?
I don't know.
Oh,
You tell me.
yeah, I'm not Seth. I don't just syringe people in the neck, you know.
Make me an observation. Make me an observation roll too, please.
Ooh, yeah.
You're built for this, buddy.
I am built for this. 3
3
successes.
So you see 4 commandos. They're clearly speaking Russian. You see 5 more of those guerrillas to your west, also watching them, and they don't see you.
Okay.
So you've got 2 groups of unfriendlies that you see in this area. So those guerrillas are watching them. You're watching them. They have no idea that they're being watched, and they're speaking Russian, and they're going through the jungle, and they're also heading in a southwardly direction towards your target.
Can I I don't know, pick up a rock or even take like I don't know, a magazine clip or something and just like toss it in a way so that like they'd hear it and look
You
in
take a
that
rock.
direction?
I'm not going to make you like throw a magazine away.
I
You
just
want to take a
remember
rock
that's
and
what they
throw
did
it?
in Metal Gear.
You want to take a rock?
But,
So where do you want to throw it? Like, whose attention are you trying to get?
I'm trying to get it so that the people who do not know they're being watched know they're being watched.
So the commandos or the guerrillas?
He wants the commandos to see the gorillas.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Mm.
Would that be a ranged combat?
Yeah, that's
Throwing
range,
something?
that's range combat.
Okay, let's.
Somebody
I'm
by
gonna push
Tyler
it.
6. All right, push it.
I'm gonna push it. No worries. Oh!
Oh, such a clutch moment.
You pick up
Just, like, fix
the
my
rock
he's
and you
like,
throw it, and it just hits the back of the head of one of the UPP commandos, and he turns around and swears. You know what Russian curse words are, and they know what American curse words are, and swears clearly in Russian, and turns around and readies his weapon and starts walking in your direction.
Okay, I'm gonna. Let's see. I'm gonna use, as I had a total of 3 successes. You did give me the how many, like noticing the others.
Yeah.
But my third one is how do I get past or away from them? I would almost. I don't know if Green would go past them, or if he would try to go back. And I think he'll go back. He does what he tried to do. He tried to get away and go back to his two teammates and hope that they're still alive.
Okay. Okay. I'll get you to make me another stealth roll,
Okay.
but I'll give you a +1 for that
Ooh.
We'll turn that observation success into a +1 for you. Does that
Gotcha.
work? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You're kind of like working that into getting out of there quietly and safely.
100%.
Okay.
Oh,
You did it! You're successful. You're stealthily. You're just like with the bushes, looking back every once in a while. You keep it together.
keep it together. Yes. Oh my! I love
Keep it
this
together.
character. Lewis Green is doing the work.
You retrace your steps as much as possible. You didn't leave any footprints on the way there because you were stealthing, and you kind of like boom, same prints. And
Yeah.
you keep looking back every once in a while, and that commando is he's broken off from the others, and he's investigating because that rock was definitely thrown at him. Hello.
Oh, yo.
So you connect with your group.
Okay. I'm
What do you want to say?
like, there's UPP and gorillas. I tried to get them to engage each other, but instead I threw a rock and hit the UPP in the back of the head, and he's coming this way.
With what? Hopefully a bullet. What are you talking? What do you hit a UPP?
I hit him in the back of the head
With
the
a bullet?
rock.
A rock?
There was so many of them. I couldn't shoot them.
How many?
But
How
now
many are
there's-
coming our way? How many are there?
There's only one coming our way, and there's a total of like 8 enemies, 4 on each side, something like
What
that.
side? There's 8 UPP?
No, there's like 4 UPP and like 4 gorilla.
All right, hunker down. Lay down. Get cover. We open fire as soon as we see them.
Okay, there's only one coming, so maybe we could do it quietly and not let everyone know we're here.
What do you have in mind? Green, you gonna slit his throat?
It's like, I mean, I could. He pulls out his welding tool. He's like, I could burn his face off.
You could do
I
it.
could do-
So they
Oh.
wait. They lay down and wait. They got their pulse rifles trained, and they're kind of like they put foliage all around them. They're laying down on their stomachs. What? It's up to you. Do you want to try and jump them with a cutting torch?
I sure do.
Oh, we had empty syringes and now cutting torches. All right, let's do this.
How does stealth work in Aliens in this like sneak attack sort of stuff? Is there like I only remember Forbidden Lands, and it's like so many different things. But can I just do my attack and it will do that?
How many successes
Or
did you get on your last one? Oh, 1.
Yeah.
So you want
I
to
could
get
do a stealth again.
Yeah, do another stealth.
Okay. I love
I
this.
think it's-
I'm
I
so
think
happy I
it's-
got the poncho.
I think it's -2 dice to get into engaged range within stealth under stealth check.
And if they're coming towards me and I'm waiting for them, do I still have the negative?
I'm not going to give you a negative here because he is coming towards you.
Cool.
What I was going to do is I was going to take. Do you want to push it? So what I want
I'm
to do
pushing
is
it.
I'm going to give you
Yes.
the additional successes for your attack. Each additional success will be an additional dice on your attack. All right, so you get an
Okay.
additional dice, 1
Yeah.
die. So go ahead. You're laying in wait. Go ahead. This guy kind of just like steps past you. He has no idea you're there. You're hunkered down your ghillie suit. All of a sudden, your cutting torch comes on and you lunge. Oh, you're pushing that?
I want to. I'm going to.
You lunge at him with a cutting torch.
Ooh,
Nice.
nice. Okay, so
3
total of
successes
3
total.
successes. And that's so 5. I can do a total of 5 damage with that. So total of 5 damage because 3 is the normal damage of the cutting torch plus 2 as I just
Wow.
Oof. 'Cause-
Oh.
no!
Oh wait, you stealth. I'm not gonna do
Oh, that's close combat. Yeah,
yeah,
they
I'm
wouldn't be
not
able to.
gonna try and dodge because you stealth hit him. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's roll his armor. Oh!
Ah!
So how much damage total did you do? 3,
Total of
4,
5.
And
Yeah.
3 of it hits the armor. So you hop on him, you put the
I
cutting
cut,
torch
his,
like
I cut his helmet off.
right onto his helmet, and like it's stopping it, and he's screaming. He's now shouting in Russian, and it's cutting through his helmet, and eventually it finds its way through, and you cut into his head, and he screams as this cutting torch like hits his flesh, and you can smell burning flesh at this point. Wow. I wasn't expecting this.
I love it so much. I'm like, we're just screaming at each other at this point.
I think we're gonna have to recycle that jungle map here because, wow.
Oh my.
What the hell, Tyler? I love it. I love it. Bear with me here.
You're welcome.
Just like on the fly, setting this up. Okay.
I need to. In the meantime, I'll roll my power because the torch is supposed to. How do I roll power? There's supposed to be like a thingy. I forget how it works.
It's for like charges or uses.
Yeah, it's supposed to have 5 power. Is it just like 5d6 or something?
Yeah, roll me 5d6. Yep.
Okay. 1, 1, 3. I got 3 ones.
So you lose uses or charges.
Yeah.
For those.
Which makes sense. I mean, I just used a cutting torch to try to cut a man down.
You are. I was not expecting this. Okay. The proletariat. You hear screaming, faint screaming coming from the north. They were only 8 kilometers away when they landed, so it's not that far, to be honest. 8 clicks away, and you now hear screaming and firing of guns.
I would assume that the 2 people with me probably would start firing.
Because they were sitting there ready and waiting. Wow.
Okay.
Let's roll Buddy's armor again.
Oh, that's great.
So how much damage we done him? 5 points of damage so far. That's still a lot of damage.
Yeah.
But these aren't just regular UPPs. These are UPP commandos, and he is still up.
Makes sense.
I guess we're doing combat again? Alright, I'm recycling the map. I just moved you to it. Go ahead. I've added everybody to the combat tracker.
Cool.
Go ahead and
no whammies.
roll your initiative.
Oh, I
thought we were going to get this mission done tonight. Maybe not. God, Tyler's just breaking out combat every chance.
What did I get? I got 6. Okay. There we go.
Okay, so first up are your 2 commandos. They're gonna fire again, or your Marines. I mean.
Oh, nice. There we go.
Nice.
There we go.
They light this guy up. Wow. So the 3 of you at the proletariat, you hear just gunfire again to the north, lighting up the area. This guy, you're engaged with him. Green drops dead after just getting plastered with bullets.
Good.
Dead UPP commando at your feet. And this is a commando. Like, he is decked out, ready to go. He's in the jungle greens. He's got an assault rifle, he's got a knife, he's got grenades, he's got a pistol, he's got armor. Like, this guy is equipped and ready to fight.
I'll grab the grenades. What grenades are
He's
they?
got 4 of the M40s. Hep D grenades, 4 of those.
Okay.
Not messing around.
Does he have like a radio or anything like that?
No, he doesn't. And only because I'm gonna say there's no radio communication on this planet. It's kind of like it's non-existent because of the canopy and everything else that's going on. So no, usually you would have radios, but he does not. That's why you also can't radio your Marine who's disappeared.
Ah, fair. Okay, so I take one of the grenades. I pull the pin and I throw it in the direction that I came from, hoping that it will cause some disarray. I want success, and I'm gonna push it just in case.
What?
Oh no! It's like 2 successes at least in total for that grenade, but I took some stress. That's okay. I'm trembling. That's okay. That's fair. I held I cooked the grenade for a little longer than expected. Oh my. And,
okay, so the ones of the proletariat, you now hear an explosion in the jungle. you throw it in the direction, Tyler, green, and you hear ah, and you clearly hit a target.
It says it does like 9 damage.
I know
That's
it does.
nuts.
You not only have you hit a target,
Holy.
you've killed a target.
Yeah.
Let's
just
jump back.
looks back and thumbs up to his 2 buddies.
Yes. Let's jump back to the proletariat. So you hear explosions, you hear gunfire to the north. You've got the guerrillas to the south, insisting on you hand over the flight recorder.
I'm up top with the group now.
Yes, you're with Aradia and Hanzo.
Yeah, I'm going to hold up my breaching charge, and then I'm going to hold up the flight recorder, and I'm going to stick the breaching charge to the flight recorder, and then I'm going to put it down beside the thing, and I'm going to say, there will be no bargaining chips. If you approach, we're just going to destroy everything because we're not risking our mission.
Oh, Lord. Alright, I guess they're going to open fire on you. I guess we're doing it that way.
They're going to open fire on us when I'm going to blow up the flight recorder.
They're calling your bluff.
So as soon as I see them start to level weapons, I'm gonna shoot the old woman in the head.
While we're doing this, it's also Aradia should probably have her rocket launcher trained on them all.
Yeah.
I only have one hand, so I can't use both.
It's true.
Right.
That's why I have my smart rifle.
Can you not prop the bazooka?
Yeah, I guess you could prop it on the cryopod. You do have the cryopod there. That you're...
If I'm allowed to prop, then I do it.
Prop it.
Okay.
Prop it.
Oh, yes.
Pop
yeah.
the old lady in the head.
And bazooka everyone else.
What's
yes.
the range on your bazooka?
She started this fight. We're gonna end it.
Okay. That's right. Because you're talking. They have guns trained. I'm gonna give you the first shot. You're opening. You're opening fire on them. So go ahead. Both of you take your shots. Take your attacks. Whatever that is. They're kind of spread out in the tree line below you.
Before
down
we
the
do
mud
this,
bank.
Matt, how long has it been since we've been in that last combat? Because that might be important for my health counter here. The one in the bridge.
You have not been in a safe place, though. I guess that's for your stress. Because this has been very tense for you.
Oh yeah. This is why you need your medic green.
It's
Match
been roughly 20 minutes. So everybody who's injured gets 2 hit points back. 2 hit points, we'll say. Natural healing.
Thank you.
1 point per turn.
So what range are they at?
They're gonna be at long range.
Okay, long range. That's not too bad. So -2, but I got +4, so +2.
Oh.
Yep. That's 5 damage.
Do you want to roll me a D66? So you hit her?
Sure.
Wow. This old lady is not wearing armor. This old lady is not armed. This old lady.
61.
Oh my goodness. All right, 61. Let's go to the chart. 61 is ruptured jugular. You shoot her through the throat. All of a sudden, shot rings out.
No way.
And she's, and blood's just kind of like spilling out of her throat. And she's holding her hands to her throat. Her eyes are wide. And blood's gurgling out of her mouth.
Target 1 down.
It might not matter with the next thing that's coming over to them.
Oh my god.
That also reduces my stress and calms me down a little bit.
Oh my god. Okay,
Borderline
I can't
sociopath.
wait to see this bazooka. Oh
Aradia,
my.
please roll your bazooka attack for me.
At a -2, right?
-2, yes.
She can aim, though.
You can aim, +2. It cancels each other
That
out.
would negate it, yeah.
This. Do you want to push that?
No. I think I should push that.
You do have a free 6. You could add another success on there if you'd like.
I
Or
will.
you could save it.
Why not? I'll push it. I got 1 more success.
3 successes. Roll your stress for me, please. So minus
Everybody
2.
goes up by 1.
No, you got -2 to that, right? You have that
Oh yeah, minus
That's
2.
right.
I'm gonna
tremble. You start to tremble uncontrollably. All skill rolls using agility now suffer -2 until your panic stops. So again, someone can use command and snap you out of it. Snap out of it, Aradia! We're surrounded by the enemy.
Alright, so that's what? Was
Roll
that
Still
7
me
damage in total?
a D4, please, Chin.
6, 7. I did 7 damage total.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
3.
Your shot lands dead center where there's 3 troops, and they're gone. Just wipe them out. A crater, bang, just appears where your RPG hit. Trees splinter and kind of fall over at the edge of the tree line, and there's kind of like blood sprayed all over the trees. And the old woman, she's still standing there. She's standing there, eyes wide, gurgling as blood is pumping out of her throat. Okay, let's roll initiative.
She made a tactical error by standing in the middle of a kill box.
Oh, that was great.
All right, so we've just kind of done like a makeshift tree line down below. If you can see that, I've got the remaining of the 8 down there.
Now we're up in the middle of the wreck, though.
Yeah,
right?
you're in the middle of the wreck. You can move your tokens.
And we've got cover.
And you got cover. All right, so they get to return fire on you, but they also have RPGs. If you remember, whoa! I gotta give that negative. That didn't count. They get negatives to their rolls. Ignore that. Your cover though are the things you need to get off this planet intact.
It's
Remember,
Yeah.
cover adds armor to your roll. It doesn't make it harder to hit you. So you are using these things as cover, and they are firing an RPG in your direction right now. They're gonna fire at 1 is Aradia, 2 is Revolver, 3 is Hanzo. They're firing at Aradia. But the shot, all of a sudden, you see one guy raiding a bazooka. All of a sudden, a rocket-propelled grenade flies to the air, trail of smoke behind it, just kind of starts going off target and veers off straight up and then comes straight down into the swamp water and misses. How many more do I have? I have 3 more to attack with. Stop rolling 4s. Clarence. Oh. Hanzo. Three shots on Clarence and 1 on Hanzo. All right, let's do this. At long range with an assault rifle. Let me give them their negatives. First one goes wide on Clarence. Second one hits Clarence. I'm just going to roll them all here, Bill, and you can do one at a time. Third one goes wide, and the last one on Hanzo misses. Okay, so you have... You're hiding behind the cryopod? Is that correct?
That's the thing I want not to get hit.
Okay, so you're not hiding behind it then. You're not using it for
No.
cover necessarily. Okay, so roll your armor. 2 points of damage.
Man, I'm glad I got that 2 health back.
Right? Because they're gone immediately. Take a stress though. Suffer 1 or more points of damage. Take a stress. It's one I always forget. You take damage, you get a stress. Okay, their turn is up. Aradia, it's over to you. You've just fired your RPG. It does take a round
I'm
to
gonna reload
it.
it.
Okay,
I'm gonna reload.
perfect. All right, you hunker down behind the crowd pod, using like one hand, and you prop it up and slide another rocket in there. Awesome. Revolver, over to you.
Yeah, I will. I'm terrible with shooting these things.
I know
and
you
I'm
are.
assuming they're out of
Long range.
yeah, so they're out of grenade range.
Yeah, grenade. What's grenade?
Medium.
Medium. Thank you.
Medium.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. All right, let's try pulse rifle. So many stress dice. Oh
Ooh,
man.
But you hit. Okay, so when this is another rule that we always forget. So you roll the face huggers, your clip goes dry, so you're gonna have to reload this thing next round. But you do hit. So go ahead and roll me your stress, please. Hmm.
My
Hmm.
sword.
Hmm. How about
You accidentally kicked Seth's body into the swamp.
Yeah. I was gonna say your battle damage sword. I was thinking maybe it's more of a trophy for you. That one that's
It is a
burned,
trophy.
and
I
it
would hate to lose that.
slides down the hull of the ship and ploop down into the swamp below. Increase
Oh,
your
that
stress
sucks.
level, please.
Decrease or increase?
Increase. And you do 2 points of damage. Do you want to use that as a success to do something else? Disarm them or anything like that, or do you just want straight damage? These guys are not wearing armor. I will say that.
I don't think they can disarm them. It's not close combat.
Oh, right.
So yeah, I'm guessing damage.
Okay, so it's what, 3 points of damage total?
Yep.
You can choose to shoot their weapon out of their hands with ranged combat.
Yeah, let's do damage.
Okay, so you clip one, and they look severely injured now. They're not dead, but they are on the verge of dying. Bloodied? More than bloodied? And over to Hanzo.
Hanzo will take aim at the one with the RPG, smile slightly, and fire.
All right.
All damage.
All
So
damage.
Four points of damage.
All right. Roll me 2d6. Oh, these guys are fodder. They're not gonna have just die anyways because they're kind of just peons. But just for fun, let's see where you shoot them.
23.
23. It's a broken hand. So maybe you shoot him in the hand. He just kind of passes out from shock. Weapon drops down. Again. Go ahead.
As he breaks, Hanzo smiles even bigger, and once again feels a little bit better about his life choices, and his stress goes back down to 0.
Let's do something here. So back at the top of the turn order.
They've lost their leader.
That's what I'm rolling. I'm rolling a survival. So 2 of them look over at the old lady who's like, now she's like down on her knees and just falls face down in the mud. And the 2 closest to her realize that she's just dropped and died. And they just book it into the jungle behind them and disappear into the jungle. You have 2 remaining that are continuing to fight. And they're going to shoot at Clarence. And they're going to shoot at Radia. Nope, that doesn't count. I didn't give the negatives.
Oh, yeah,
for range.
Good, because that might have killed me.
Alright, miss on Clarence. Ooh, hits a radio. Are you using a crowd pod as cover?
I mean, I was reloading my gun, so whatever I had to do at any point to reload my gun.
Okay, roll me your armor, please.
Okay.
Oh, 1 point of damage goes through.
Okay.
Excellent. Aradia, you've got a reloaded RPG, and you just took a hit from the 2 remaining guerrilla soldiers.
I'm gonna take aim on fire.
The one to the southwest is gravely damaged from revolver's shot, and the other one just due south of you is fresh.
Due south.
Due south. Green, you're hearing also fire and the sound of rocket-propelled grenades going off to the south of you.
Yes.
How far away is the one due
great.
south from me?
Still long range.
Still long. Okay, so I take aim. All right.
Oh yeah.
All right.
So it
let's
goes
do this
dry.
this
It only
time.
has 1 shot. -2.
Yeah.
That's
I did that
6.
already. I already -2'd it.
Oh, did you?
yeah.
okay.
I did it this time.
So -2 to all. Whatchamahoozits.
Agilities.
Agility rolls again. Okay.
Whatchamahoozits.
Whatchamahoozits. You find your mark. You see this guy's crouched down next to a tree. bam, hit the target, shriek, falls into the jungle. All of a sudden, animals are running everywhere, little critters. You disrupt the water nearby, splinters, blood everywhere. One more target down. We have one remaining. Revolver, over to you.
I don't know if I should shoot here, guys. I've got 7 stress dice, and this is how I end up shooting you.
Oh, you have to reload, don't you? Because
Oh, yeah,
do have to
I
reload.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'll reload.
Okay. Hanzo, on the other hand, though, doesn't have to
Han-
reload.
Hanzo's still smiling, a bigger smile than you've seen on his in a very long time. Aims.
Yeah, you watch the old woman just drop it in the mud this round.
And fires.
You wanna push it? Yeah, no
Yeah, I'll
stress.
push it. I'll push it.
Oh,
3 points of damage.
3 points of damage on him. That was the one that was already injured. For
Yeah.
fun,
Yeah.
go ahead, roll the critical injury. They're dead. They're fodder.
So
What'd you
that's 63.
Disemboweled, instant deaths. You shoot him right in the guts, right in the stomach, and it pops. Blood everywhere. He drops. He falls to the ground, screaming, clutching his midsection as like his intestines are spiraling out of his guts.
Hanzo
All
just
right.
shakes his head. He's like, Lieutenant, they were not much of a challenge. All targets eliminated or evac.
Yeah, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at Aradia, and I've got blood trickling from my mouth, and I'm a mess of shape. Tell me a joke.
Oh, you got banter. That's what he's asking for.
Are we in a safe place?
No, absolutely not.
I can't banter when I'm in a safe place. I can attempt to, but it's just command, right? Like, can I even
you can
use
use-
command at this point?
you
Like,
can-
I don't think I can because it hasn't been enough time.
You can use command to like try and
Break stress
break his stress, but you can't.
or break panic, that is.
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
can't de-stress him. You can just break his panic.
We could give him nap relief.
Stick him.
That,
I mean,
that
Death
will be
had
my
a lot
next
on
thing to take. Although I
Yeah.
will now be
Ooh.
at -2 agility, which is I'm not a great shot anyway.
So
Just
shoot.
give him a nap relief.
There you go, Lieutenant. That should help. Maybe some more of them will come by and we can get some more target practice. That was entertaining.
Okay. Very good. Let's cut back over to the UPP insurgents and our buddy Green over there. So Green, your 2 Marines are still hunkered down, and you hear all sorts of things in the jungle. You know the other UPP are coming. You know that those gorillas out there.
I sure do. I need to stab myself with some nap relief to get rid of all my panic stuff. Can I do that, or
Yeah. Oh
or
yeah.
does it just get rid of stress?
It gets rid of your stress and your panic. Just
Okay,
shed
great.
it all.
Good. Don't need none of that. And he's like, whew, he's like, do you two need any? He says to his teammates, because
No.
they're coming.
They say, "Hell no!" And put that torch away and get your rifle ready, boy.
Oh, all right. He has the gun out, but he has his he pops another grenade and throws it.
Oh my
It's
god.
the
Well, we're in turn order here. So your
Okay.
boys are gonna go on Overwatch. They don't see anything.
Smart.
And they watch in front of them. And with that, all of a sudden there's some movement in the bushes, and they get a glimpse of the UPP commandos. So they get to open fire now with their Overwatch on them.
Okay. Ooh.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
Okay. So one hits. Let's roll their armor. Ooh. One of them gets clipped. All of a sudden, you hear shouting in Russian coming from the bushes in front of you. And you see the 2 remaining UPP commandos. They also
Okay.
see your group, though. Oh. If I roll 2, they're shooting you. Nope. Okay, one of them's gonna try and shoot you. The other one's gonna shoot at one of your Marines.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm okay with that. Misses you. Hits one of your Marines. Roll
How
armor.
Look
dare
at those
they?
dice. Those are not little guys.
No.
No,
Okay.
no,
Well,
they are not little guys. These commandos. I was wondering how it was going to play out. How you're going to face the UPB commandos. These
You didn't
guys
realize
are
it would be
nasty.
Tyler by himself?
Tyler by himself with a couple of NPCs.
I
Okay.
am doing perfect. I am going to. Oh, can I? I'm gonna. Can I aim through a grenade? Since it's ranged combat?
Sure. Look at you with your
Ooh.
grenades. You're just
I mean, you gave
you're
me
a grenadier.
4 grenades.
You're a
I'm
grenadier.
gonna use them. I don't want someone to shoot them and blow it up on me.
Go ahead and roll.
What kind of range are you at? You might hurt yourself too.
I'm gonna say you're
I don't
medium.
know.
This is a really small map, and it was as small as I can make the squares on here. We'll say you're at
Mm.
medium range. As soon as you see them
Okay.
at medium range, you throw it. I think we'll go with
Yeah.
that. Do you want to push
And
it?
I am good. So that's a total of 10 damage, 2 successes in total.
Woo!
10 dice of damage, right? It's not 10 damage.
Oh,
Grenades
that's
don't
right.
work.
Oh,
That's right.
Is that how it works?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
can
I've-
do that. Remember, grenades are kind of funky in this. So go ahead and roll
That's
me
it.
10d6. Oh, how many sixes did you get? 1,
1,
2,
2,
3,
3,
4.
4.
So
That's
4.
nice.
I mean, that's
that
a
is
fantastic roll.
That
Four
is.
points
Yeah.
of grenade damage. So you pull the pin, toss it into the bush in front of you where you see one of these UPB soldiers, and all of a sudden another BAM explosion. You hear this? The other 3 of you. Let me roll his armor. Oh, it's armor piercing, isn't it? I believe, or is it
Oh.
not?
I
Let me
don't
just take
think
a quick
so.
peek here.
Uh,
Oh no, it's not. Okay.
but that still
drops
that's
2.
2 points of damage.
You do 2 points of damage to him?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Very
good with that. And yeah, let's see what they do.
He's still alive. He's still alive. Back over to your boys. They're gonna open fire on them.
The boys. Red and yellow.
Nice,
Red,
nice.
yellow, green. Ooh, nice.
Okay, so the one you hit with their grenade drops. All of a sudden, you hear him shout, and he drops in the jungle. The other one is still moving, and this is the first damage they've taken.
Yeah.
Let's jump over to them. They're gonna shoot the one that got hurt last time. You can drop another Marine. Oh!
Yellow.
Oh. Oh my goodness.
Arbor, yellow.
Oh, I didn't do armor piercing. How much damage? did you do?
5.
4 or 5. All of a sudden, the Marine behind you screams out in pain. Ah! And
Yeah, I want to see if I can save him.
he's broke. 62.
Bastard.
I rolled 62 for the
Oh,
injury.
is that neck?
Is that jugular again?
Might be.
Bear with me here.
How many
62?
60 injury rolls do we
Ruptured.
have?
It's shot in the heart again.
Yeah, ruptured aorta. This one how Seth died. So he's all of a sudden the bullet goes through his armor, and you see blood just spilling out from his chest, and you know he doesn't have long to live. Over to you. So ruptured aorta. I think you have what, a round to save?
One
That's
round.
how Seth died.
It's pretty sure it's 1 round.
One round. Do you
Yeah.
want to go over there and try to help him, or you've still got a target? You gonna turn your back to the target? What do you want to do? What do you want to do, soldier or marine? You're not a soldier. You're a marine.
I gotta go help my boy.
Go over there, do your medical aid, give yourself your bonuses if you're using your gear or anything like that, please.
I got a total of +1 right now, I think. Yeah. So let's get that. All right, +1.
Medic doing what they're sent down there to do. Do you want to push it? All you need is one success to stabilize him. That's all you need. He's not
You're right.
dying anymore.
Wait.
He's unbroken. Or
I'll
undead.
push it,
Okay.
especially
oh,
because
wow.
I took the talent that lets me push a second time if I need to as well for any empathy rolls. So that still is 3.
3. So not only is he stabilized, he's coherent, and he can fire back at these guys again.
I'm like, go get him.
Hell of a job,
keep it
Green.
together.
And he picks up his rifle and he readies it. And he's ready to shoot. All right. And you're holding it
Good.
together.
Yeah.
So let's have him shoot.
Wow.
Let's have the other guy shoot.
Nice.
All right. Let's roll the armor on this remaining UPP commando. These guys were straight up armor piercing. Straight up commandos. They were no joke. He drops dead.
Got him.
And you sit there waiting, watching the jungle for movement because you knew there were others.
Yeah.
And you don't see anything. It's silent.
I say I think it's clear to continue.
Sure. The one Marine kind of, he's like, yeah, let's do it. That was your commanding officer that got hit. Let's push on. We got to get to our target. You said there's more. How many more? What direction? Where are they?
They, I mean, I doubt they're there anymore. You've heard all the explosions. There was someone launched a bazooka multiple times. I'm sure that they've scattered by now.
I thought you said there was others watching the UPP.
Yeah, there was. But
Okay. All right, Marine. All right, Marine.
But I'm sure they're gone now.
Let's go. All right, so the three of you are up on top of the ship. And Tyler, your squad goes south, and you're at the bottom of the mud bank on the north side of the ship, and you can see 3 Marines up on top of the ship, and you can see there's like 2 cryopods, which is weird. You're like, why are there cryopods on top of the ship up there?
Right.
And your CO goes, that's our target there. That's why we're here.
All right. Let's get up there.
All right. So I don't know. They call out to you. They send sort of signal. Aaron, you're a former military man. How would they call out to another squad to know that they're friendlies? What's the protocol for something like that? Or
Under those circumstances, I mean, if we couldn't identify them using binoculars, they'd probably pop a predetermined color smoke so we could identify them as
Okay.
friendlies.
I like that.
Green.
Yeah. Green. All right, the green. Pop a green smoke. All of a sudden, you see green smoke billowing out on the north side of the jungle. The 3 of you on
Lieutenant?
top.
Lieutenant,
Damn,
looks like
that's
our
friendlies.
relief
Let's
is
get
here.
him over here. Thank God. Let's get him up here.
All right, so they clamber up there, and they get up there. Shortly after that, all of a sudden you can hear this in the sky, and you know that it's ships flying over at incredible speeds. And next thing you know, to the north, to the south, to the east, the west, laid down, crisscrossed with napalm. All of a sudden, the jungle just lights up, and the
Carpeted.
smell of just burning trees and green everywhere. And next thing you know, the canopy above you just starts like getting shredded open, and a Cheyenne dropship makes its way down and just kind of hovers above the ship that you're on. And they open up the back, and some Marines jump out, and they start assisting all of you. There's 6 of you in total, getting you in there plus the flight recorder, and getting you in there, secured, and off planet.
Mission successful.
We somehow survived that. That was a shit
course.
show of a mission.
Of course, before we leave, we've all come to the agreement that poor Gannon died fighting the aliens.
Oh, you gotta get your story straight here.
That's why his head was rubbed through the acid. That was that happened.
That
last
was that was canon.
Yep.
Canon for
Okay.
Gannon.
You make your way through the battle going on in space. You make your way back to your ship. We're going to fast forward a little bit here because we're at the end of the session. We'll wrap this mission up so we can start a new one next week. Long story short, Revolver, you're summoned to go see General Vaughn for a debrief on the mission. You're called to her office.
Full success.
She gets there. She's sitting behind her desk. She goes, "How do you think you did on that operation, Marine?"
So we managed to get the cryopods off of the planet. We managed to get the flight recorder, which we had the locals demanding to take it from us, and we ended up having to kill half dozen of them. It's regrettable that Gannon didn't survive, but at the end of the day, the 2 clear mission objectives I received were the cryopods and the flight recorder. I will call this a success.
Mr. Gannon, though, you consider that a success? He did not return.
He was not an official part of the mission to make sure he survived. He told us that his main mission was to get the flight recorder off of the planet, which we managed to do. It's regrettable, but at the end of the day, he decided to try and reason with one of those terrifying black bioweapons, and he died exactly how you would expect for someone trying to reason with a weapon.
She kind of like nods in agreement. Speaking of that, you've seen a lot. You've seen maybe too much, you and your Marines.
I don't know what you're talking about, ma'am.
I'm not reprimanding you. I'm actually giving you accommodations, and I'm going to give you a new assignment based off of A, your performance on that last operation, and B, what you've seen so far and everything you've heard. You've kept everything to yourselves. Nothing has left the unit as far as I know. And I'm going to have I want your squad to be my personal. You're even above the Blackguard. You're my personal Marine squad that I'm going to send out to continue to look into strange instances and going on with things related to what you've seen.
Clarence has a crazy puckered face smile that creeps across his lip, with his lip quivering away and his busted teeth and shattered face rippling away into a smile. Yes, ma'am. What's the next mission?
I want to assign you as a special operations command unit. This will allow you to operate autonomously without any immediate oversight. You report directly to me. And that does not mean you fall under standard protocol anymore. Also, you're leaving the ship. You're no longer traveling with us. You're going to be given a Mantis multi-mission transport. And you're going to be operating off of there going forward. Now, this isn't any regular War Mantis ship. It is going to be equipped with experimental gravity drives and FTL. And you're going to be carrying out the rest of my orders based out of that.
Ma'am, that sounds absolutely incredible. I would also like to recommend both Hanzo and Aradia have some accommodation. They both fought in incredibly difficult circumstances and were able to help pull through.
They will both be seeing promotions. And I understand that you're also without a medic.
That is true.
There was one young, brave soldier who single-handedly took on some UPP commandos, and I think he might fit in with the group. He's got a penchant for cutting torches to heads, and I think he might be perfect for your squad, Lieutenant.
I have one more request.
What is that?
Do you think you could have the people in materials put me together some kind of katana that would be able to go through incredible amounts of acid?
Well, I'm hoping if you encounter said things, and we're not going to talk about that anymore at this point, that you will not necessarily kill them on sight. Maybe there might be other ways to subdue them. But I can look into your request for you.
I'll tell you, they cannot be reasoned with. That is how Ganon died.
Very good. Do you have any other questions or requests for me?
Yeah, we're also going to need a unrestricted access to the armory.
Granted.
If we're fighting what I think we will be, we
stop
need.
talking. Granted.
Thank you. That's all.
We're done here. Get your squad. Go to your new ship, and I will send you orders for your next operation.
Can my Marines also become Blackguard?
You're operating outside Blackguard. I'm going to say you're even above the Blackguard at this point with what you're going to be doing.
I'm sure they look forward to their promotions.
Very good.
That's it.
Dismissed. Phantom Blackguard. I'm going to leave it up to you. What do you want to, what kind of designation you guys want to come up? You're going to be able to name your ship and all kinds of good stuff.
Awesome.
Very cool. So, we finished an operation. I'm going to give you 8 experience to spend.
Nice.
That was a little hairy, so we got some experience to buy some upgrades. We're getting pretty deep into the campaign. We've finished 3 missions now, so I think you're due for a little bit more experience than you saw previously. And you're gonna have your own ship. You're gonna have your own ship going forward.
Boy.
You're operating on a whole nother wavelength. You're not gonna be reporting to anybody else. You're now reporting directly to General Vaughn.
We need someone who can actually pilot a ship.
You're gonna
I'm
be
gonna-
supplied a pilot
Okay.
or
Unrestricted armory access.
unrestricted army access. If those of you who have the Colonial Marines book, it's on page 100, the Mantis. They'll write up on it, and then there's a picture of it on page 102, 103 with all the stats.
Oh, amazing.
So it's in there. It's a real ship that you're being given. These things are badass. All right, cool.
That
Very
is
good.
nice.
Let's do round tables, everyone. Jen.
Hi. This week you can find me on Steam Still Murder on Tuesday playing some first edition AD&D, and then back here again on Sunday. That's me.
Yeah. All right. Tyler.
Yo, yeah, you'll find me here on next Sunday, as right now I'm on vacation by a lake, so I'm not going to be streaming this week because I'm going to be relaxing on some water.
Or in some water also. Bill?
You can find me here.
All right, very good. And Aaron.
You can find me tomorrow on Wednesday on Garblag Games. Tuesday. Oh,
Masks and Nyarlathotep.
Tuesday night, Mass Night, Call of Cthulhu at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and then on Wednesday for the finale of our Auction Cthulhu at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Very good. Yeah, you can find me, Garblight Games, Tuesday night, running Masks and Nyarlathotep. And back here Sunday, we're going to start a new operation with our little special commando unit we got going on here for Alien. So thank you, everybody, for joining us. Thank you for gifting the subscribes earlier, Brendan. Thank you for the raid earlier, Q times. And thank you for all the follows and everything else we got during the tonight's episode. Have a great week, everybody.